Hello dear students, welcome to Bajirao IAS Academy Interview Guidance Program 2023. So in this lecture we are going to discuss about the International Criminal Court, when it was established, where it was established, what are the countries which are part of the International Criminal Court, is it a UN body or is it an independent organization, what is the mandate of International Criminal Court. So we will try and understand every detailed aspect related to the International Criminal Court in this lecture, right? So every detail which will be discussed in this lecture is very important for your prelims examination. Also, you may get some questions on this in your interview as well. So why International Criminal Court is in use recently? So it is because of few reasons. One such reason was, so Armenia, so this is a Eastern European country. Okay, so Armenia's parliament has voted to join the International Criminal Court. So it wanted to be part of the International Criminal Court. Okay, so there was a conflict which has been going on between Armenia and Azerbaijan. So Armenia is also in use because it has been procuring weapons from India. India has also been lending its support to Armenia in this conflict between Armenia and Azerbaijan. So because of this reason, Armenia in use, and International Criminal Court is in use because Armenia's parliament has voted to join the International Criminal Court. So when it was established, we need to understand this as well. So the International Criminal Court was established in the year 1998. Okay, so this establishment was primarily guided by or influenced by the Rome Statute. Okay, so Rome Statute provided for the establishment of International Criminal Court in the year 1998. Okay, so we need to understand where is the headquarters of this International Criminal Court is located. So the headquarters of International Criminal Court is located in The Hague, that is in Netherlands. Okay, International Criminal Court. Okay, so after that we need to understand certain facts about the International Criminal Court. So before understanding that, we need to look into the countries which were not part of the International Criminal Court. So does India part of the International Criminal Court? The answer is no. So along with India, US, China, Russia, Ukraine, so these countries were not part of or not members of the International Criminal Court. So this is not a UN designated body. Okay, this is not a specialized agency of United Nations. So because of this reason and because of several other reasons which we will discuss in the later part of this lecture, that India, USA, China and Ukraine were not the members of International Criminal Court. So on the other hand, there are few other countries, Britain, Japan, Afghanistan, Germany, are considered as the members. So they have the membership in the International Criminal Court. Right, we will understand why the countries such as India, US, Russia, China were not members of this International Criminal Court in later part of this lecture. So what is the aim of establishing International Criminal Court? So this is to end impunity through international criminal justice. So this deals with the important cases with respect to international criminal justice. So after that, we need to talk about the jurisdiction. Now every judicial body has a certain jurisdiction, right? So for example, if you look at the judicial system in India, the district courts have their own jurisdiction, state courts have, high courts also have their own jurisdiction, and the Supreme Court, the apex court at the central level, also has its own jurisdiction across the country. On the similar lines, the International Court of Justice also has a jurisdiction. Okay, so the jurisdiction of this International Criminal Court is limited to the offenses occurring after it came into existence. So when it came into existence? So it came into existence in the year 2002, July 1st. So therefore, it deals with the cases or offenses which takes place only after its establishment, after the International Criminal Court has came into existence in July 1st, 2002. Okay, so this International Criminal Court is very often considered as the court of last resort. Okay, so this is the court of last resort. So we need to understand the major functions of this court. So what are the major functions performed by this particular court? So this investigates and also tries individuals who are charged with the gravest crimes of concern to the international community. Okay, so when we talk about the gravest crimes of concern for the international community, what are those crimes? So the crimes generally: genocide, war crimes, crimes against humanity, and crime of aggression. So these were the crimes which are covered as part of International Criminal Court jurisdiction. Okay, so these were the crimes within the jurisdiction of the International Criminal Court, and these crimes are considered as gravest crimes of concern to the international community. So however, the International Criminal Court has certain organs. Okay, so how United Nations has its own organs, the International Criminal Court also has its own organs. So what are they? What are those organs? The presidency, the judicial division, the office of the prosecutor, and the registry. So these were the four organs of the International Criminal Court. Okay, so major organs of the International Criminal Court. So when we talk about the complementarity of the International Criminal Court, it intended to complement, not to replace the national criminal system. So when a country becomes part of the International Criminal Court, when it becomes a member of International Criminal Court, then this will not take place the national criminal system. Okay, so rather it used to complement the national criminal system of those respective member countries which are part of the International Criminal Court. So because of this reason, members intended to join this criminal court. So therefore it prosecutes cases only when states do not unwilling or unable to do so genuinely. Okay, when states believe that they are unwilling or unable to do the justice genuinely in this criminal matters, only then they approach the International Court of Justice for the dispensation of justice in the crimes which are gravest crimes in the nature. Okay, when we talk about the cooperation, so when we talk about the cooperation with respect to the International Court of Justice, so it does not have its own police force or enforcement body. Okay, so it does not have any of its police force and the enforcement body, so thus it usually relies on the cooperation with other countries worldwide, right? So there's no enforcement body that is that the International Criminal Court has. So therefore this is also this is for making arrests, transferring arrested persons to the ICC detention center in Hague, and freezing suspects assets, and also enforcing sentences. So for all these purposes, there is no enforcement body for the International Criminal Court. So when we talk about the relationship of International Criminal Court with the United Nations, I've already told you that it is not a specialized body, not a specialized body, a specialized agency of the United Nations. Rather, so when we talk about the relation, so it is not a United Nations organization, it has cooperation agreement with the UN. Okay, so it just have a cooperation agreement with the United Nations, rather it is not associated with the United Nations organization. So earlier we discussed that it came into existence in the year 1998 under the Rome Statute. Okay, so Rome Statute. Now what is a Rome Statute? We need to understand this as well. So Rome Statute was a treaty that was adopted at the UN Diplomatic Conference of Plenipotentiaries held in Rome. Okay, so Italy, 1998. So therefore it came into force, or it was established in July 2002. So this Rome Statute ultimately aims at establishing an international platform. So that particular agency or the organization would deal with the worst possible crimes and ensure that the justice would prevail in those crime or crime related matters. So the states which have signed this Rome Statute are party to it. So thus they are also bound by the mandate of the International Criminal Court. So there are as of now 123 states which have signed the Rome Statute. Now India is not a member of the Rome Statute. Okay, so India is not a member of the Rome Statute. So the Rome Statute established three separate bodies, namely one is Assembly of State Parties. Okay, so the Assembly of State Parties is a legislative body and it regulates the management of International Criminal Court. The second body that was established by International Criminal Court or statute is International Criminal Court. So it is a foremost adjudicating authority. Okay, so similar to like a judiciary or judicial authority. So third, trust fund for the victims. Okay, so it also helps the victims in restoration of their lives after being subjected to any of the atrocities. So these were the three bodies so that were established as part of the Rome Statute. Okay, so Rome Statute, they were established as part of Rome Statute. And also understand India is not a member to the International Criminal Court and there are total 123 states which are part of this Rome Statute. Okay, so that's all about the Rome Statute. Okay, so please subscribe to our YouTube channel and also hit the like button for this video. Thank you.